Suo is helpless and doesn't know what to do now. He has no other way to help Ji-hyun because in order to get more clues to help Ji-hyun, he decided to marry Chai ahead of time. In front of many reporters' cameras, he kneeled down on one knee and gave a proposal ring to the girl he didn't love. Chai also knew that Suo was just pretending, but she still accepted his proposal that night. Suo got drunk and went to Ji-hyun's door. He confessed all the pain that he had previously hidden in his heart. Halfway through speaking, Suo's illness suddenly recurred. He fell to the ground, suffering from excruciating pain, looking at Suo, who had a severe headache. Ji-hyun quickly ran through the rain to buy medicine. At this moment, a man wearing a hat sneaked into Ji-hyun's house. When Ji-hyun returned, she saw Suo, who had restored his normal appearance and was waiting for her. Suo threw the medicine bag on the ground and said he didn't need this. His actions made Ji-hyun very angry. She questioned Suo that if he didn't need it, why did he come to find her and not Chai? Then she turned around and was about to leave when Suo said he missed her very much. Ji-hyun immediately stopped and saw Suo's panicked expression hearing his unexpected confession. Ji-hyun felt unimaginable. Finally, she still turned around and left. After returning home, Ji-hyun suddenly discovered 2 memory cards on the bed. She opened them and inside was Suo's confession. When being interviewed by a reporter at this time, she knew that the person in the room where her sister was murdered, which she had always been looking for, was Suo, the poor girl who has now fallen into madness. Just now she heard the truth about her younger sister's death through her ex-lover. Min-suk told Ji-hyun the whole truth. Suo didn't want to get married, so he brought her younger sister home to intentionally anger Chai. Then there was the story that Chai beat her younger sister, and even intentionally threw money into the swimming pool, causing her younger sister to die. Hearing Min-suk say that because she wanted to repay her mother's debt, it was possible that her younger sister got involved in drugs. Ji-hyun's tears fell. She angrily scolded Min-suk for previously listening to evil and hiding the truth. Min-suk told Ji-hyun that even if he doesn't do it, someone else will. This society is a society of the rich. The poor have absolutely no right to demand justice. The truth is created by the powerful. The poor have no power, no matter how much injustice they suffer. No one cares. He hopes that after Ji-hyun knows the truth, she will stop resisting in vain. What Min-suk said completely shattered Ji-hyun's remaining hope. She herself also knew everything was true. As Min-suk said, even if she protested, nothing would change. Even though she cried, no one came to comfort her on the other side. Suo went to choose a wedding dress with Chai, but was extremely worried because since the night he confessed his love to Ji-hyun, he has never seen her. When Chai finished changing into her wedding dress and stepped out, she discovered that Suo was nowhere to be seen. It turned out that Ji-hyun's best friend called Suo to tell him that Ji-hyun left a note and left home. Suo looked everywhere Ji-hyun could go and finally found her in a bar. At this time, Ji-hyun changed into different clothes than before. She wears seductive, sexy clothes. She was so drunk that she couldn't walk. There is a saying that extreme pressure can knock a person down. Ji-hyun has changed. She said the feeling of spending money like water is really great. It's just a pity that the money she worked so hard for over the years was spent in just 4 short days. Of course, money is important, but it's not everything. There are also things that are much more important than it. Even if it's more important, you can use money to buy it. Even people's hearts can be bought with money. She also said that someone like Suo with a lot of money probably wouldn't understand because he would never be in a situation where he runs out of money. Now that she has begun to dream of a life with money, she told Suo she was born rich, so he should take her to experience life with money. Suo had guilt in his heart, so of course he couldn't refuse. First, she asked Suo for a very large house. To Suo, that money is nothing. Then she went to the restaurant where she used to work to eat premium steak and drink expensive red wine. She didn't forget to ask Suo to raise the restaurant staff's salary, which made Chai feel extremely unhappy. Suo in the office asked him if besides atonement, he also had other feelings for Ji-hyun. Suo denied it, but Chai felt that Suo cared more about Ji-hyun than her. After that, Ji-hyun went to the high-end store to throw away the watch she liked the most as a gift from her younger sister. She chose a watch worth a whole house. Of course, it's still Suo who pays, but as soon as she turned around she considered the watch as trash. She gave it to the old woman collecting trash on the side of the road. Suo couldn't stand it anymore. He asked her how long she had to do this until it was over, but Ji-hyun coldly replied that until she died. And next morning Suo was woken up by the alarm clock next door, seeing it ringing non-stop, but no one responded. realizing something unusual. Soo skillfully unlocked Ji-hyun's door and quickly carried the unconscious Ji-hyun to the hospital. He completely did not pay attention to Chae-ah standing outside the door to the hospital. Soo-oh's body was tired and exhausted after taking care of Ji-hyun all day, but after waking up, Ji-hyun was not grateful. She even said she would pull out the four to threaten Soo-oh to leave her hospital room. Chae-ah also went to the hospital. Ji-hyun arrogantly said that Chae-ah was pitiful. Ji-hyun also proudly told Chae-ah that the real reason Soo-oh wanted to marry you soon was because of me. Only then did Chae-ah realize that Soo-oh proposed to her to help Ji-hyun. She was completely devastated and stood there, not knowing what to do. Now no woman can stand that humiliation. The next day, Chae-ah told President Chan that she wanted to cancel the engagement. Soo-oh knew it was all because of Ji-hyun's harassment, but he didn't know that this was just the beginning of her revenge. Didn't you say you would do everything for me? Soo-oh said that it was just something he could do. Ji-hyun said you should marry me. The tycoon's rebellious son was forced into marriage by an ordinary employee. Moreover, he couldn't find any reason to refuse. Then at Ji-hyun's request the two of them lay on the same bed. Ji-hyun made him laugh, even though he didn't want to laugh. That photo was posted by Ji-hyun on her personal page. This made the public extremely surprised. Everyone thought it was because of this woman that Soo-oh was cancelled. The engagement. Chairman Chan knew about this, so he immediately ordered Min Suk to investigate the true reason why Soo-oh and Chae-ah broke off their engagement. As for Ji-hyun, she is now starting her revenge plan. First, she enticed Soo-oh's brother and stepmother. Both mother and son happily agreed because in their eyes, as long as Soo-oh lost Chae-ah's support, he would absolutely not be a competitor for them for inheritance. Not long after, Ji-hyun and Soo-oh held a private wedding ceremony, which made Soo-oh's father extremely dissatisfied, but even if he protested, nothing could be changed. After the wedding ended, Ji-hyun and Soo-oh returned to the place they called home. Even though they are together, their hearts cannot get close to each other. Soo-oh knows he doesn't have much time left, so he just wants to live peaceful days, but Ji-hyun did not have that intention. Just after getting married, she asked to sleep in two separate rooms. Soo-oh is not allowed in her room every day. Soo-oh still prepares dinner very meticulously, but Ji-hyun doesn't even glance at him once. Soo-oh clearly knew Ji-hyun's purpose for marrying him. Seeing Ji-hyun enter the room, he had to embrace his own loneliness. Not long after, with the help of Soo-oh's stepmother and brother, Ji-hyun sat in the chair of general director of Chan Group's charity fund. From then on, she took advantage of her position as general manager to do good deeds everywhere. She shaped her image into an angel because she knows clearly that only when she has enough influence will others believe her words, even if what she says is just a lie. Under the coordination of Soo-oh to donate a large amount of money, the media competed to report on Ji-hyun's charity work story. After hearing this news, the president called Min Suk to his house and scolded. Although he favored this son, he valued the company's interests more. He must stop this daughter-in-law he doesn't like, so he called Min Suk to his place and then hinted that you should deal with Ji-hyun. The president also said a meaningful sentence that if Min Suk refused to act, someone would do it for him. After thinking, Min Suk pretended to agree with Chairman Chan's orders, but someone like him who has done countless bad things cannot take action against Ji-hyun. Instead, he took out a large sum of money and asked Ji-hyun to leave this place. He also told her that if she didn't leave, she would be in danger. Of course, Ji-hyun will not listen to Min Suk by this time. She was no longer afraid of anything. She publicly disclosed all the black documents of the Chan Group that she had investigated during the past time. This action made Chairman Chan extremely angry. He called and fired Min Suk for not working according to his requirements, then gave Director Nan the task of handling guns today. Soo-oh was discussing work with Chae-ah in the office when suddenly his illness relapsed. He had a severe headache and collapsed to the floor. Chae-ah also noticed Soo-oh's strangeness, but Soo-oh didn't tell her about his illness. Chae-ah pretended to be Soo-oh's fans to go ask the doctor at this time. She learned that Soo-oh was terminally ill and did not have much time left. Moreover, this illness caused Soo-oh's eyesight to be reduced by half. If the illness continues, he will be completely blind. Chae-ah remembers what Soo-oh once told her, her tears. It turns out that when the two of them were still in love, Soo-oh once said that if he was still alive a year later, he would hold a wedding with Chae-ah. At this moment, all her resentment towards Soo-oh suddenly disappeared. She only thinks about how to save the man she once loved. After many conversations and advice with Soo-oh, Soo-oh finally agreed to go abroad for treatment. Even if there is only % hope, he will still do his best to help Ji-hyun. But before leaving, he wanted to take the restaurant staff out together because he didn't want to leave any regrets with everyone's help.
This part ends here. For knowing what happened next, please like, share and subscribe to my channel.